Happy Thursday, members of the Altcoin Buzz Army. Matty here with you, and market is down. Murphy's Law, right? As soon as I hit record, the market tends to go down over the course of this last hour. But we're still up across a lot of projects in these last 24 hours, which means a lot of new all-time highs for some of our favorites, including Ethereum. We'll take a look at Ethereum, by the way, which if you ever use this resource, companiesmarketcap.com, has now surpassed in total market cap value the totality of PayPal's value, as well as the totality of the platinum industry. Very impressive credentials for Ethereum that are being built up here. Polygon, as I record, is hitting a new all-time high. A couple of days ago, I but I kind of pontificated about how, yeah, in a few weeks, I think Polygon is poised for $1, more like a few days. Now, a new all-time high up above 89 cents. And that's saying nothing of Polygon's primary and main DEX quick swap, which is, even more exponential in terms of its growth. We'll take a look at that. We'll take a look at PancakeSwap news, which is pretty big. PancakeSwap, ticker Cake, CAKE. We're talking about that. By extension, we're talking about Binance Smart Chain. Of course, a lot of exciting news there. So overall, it's a pretty good day, guys. And if you like this kind of content, Bitcoin, blockchain, cryptocurrency, and altcoins, then be sure to like and subscribe to Altcoin Buzz. All right, so as you can see here on CoinGecko.com, we are pretty much flat on the day. The market is up only 0.1% in these last 24 hours. And as I mentioned, over the course of the last hour, things are more or less down across the board. The last 60 minutes, there seems to be a small retracement. Ethereum still up 3% on the day. Binance Coin up 7.5% on the day. These last 24 hours now up above $600 once again. And you have some other projects that are doing well. We talked about the big Africa Cardano news yesterday, ADA. That project is up 6.7%. By the way, tune into their press release that's happening today. Double check yesterday's video for the information and the details related to that. We have some other projects that are doing okay. Chainlink up a little bit for the most part, but I want to highlight, I mentioned Ethereum already. I want to highlight PancakeSwap in just a moment. That is up 19.3% on the day, now over $42. And the other big one is Polygon, rallying once again for the third day in a row. So for the 24-hour stretch from Monday into Tuesday, it rallied something like 35%. And then Tuesday into Wednesday, that 24-hour stretch rallied another 30, 35, maybe 40% from trough to peak. And now again, the Wednesday into the Thursday 24-hour chunk, Polygon just performing unbelievably well, up above 24%. Now, $88.9. It was dollars. Maybe one day it'll be worth $88, $89. For now, it's 88.8 cents. So we'll be taking a look at that in just a moment. I don't know. Like Polygon for me, if I see sort of just, at the top of the charts, you look at the top 100 as we do most days, we cover all these altcoin projects. If I see there's sort of an outlier in the case of a MATIC that's just outperforming all the rest of the projects, it's up 40% when everything is up at most, 15, 20%. I say to myself, okay, that's great, but I'm going to let it cool off because now it looks like it's perhaps overbought. And regression to the mean is a thing, of course, even for our favorite projects. And yet with Polygon, I got to say, it has pleasantly surprised me. 3 days in a row now. When I say Polygon, I'm talking about the ticker MATIC, of course, MATIC. 3 days in a row, it's just pretty much been leading the space. Right now, once again, although the numbers are a little bit more modest, you see Polygon, ticker MATIC, at the top of the top 100 in terms of 24-hour price appreciation. Very, very impressive. Okay, so if you've been tracking kind of the trending projects, the trending tokens over the course of the last day, you'll see that PancakeSwap has appeared pretty much at the top of the list. By the way, if that's ever something you're interested in doing, here's what you can do. Go to CoinGecko.com. They have this feature and just hover over the search tab here. You'll see that BakerySwap, apparently people are talking about, PancakeSwap, Polygon as well, MATIC, no surprise there. So here's what's in the news. This has likely been driven by the burn of Cake, which is coming up on Monday. But here is, as per PancakeSwap, their latest update. It's been 24 hours since we launched the prediction beta. Here are a couple of statistics. Total volume has been 15,976 BNB. That's worth about $8.8 million. And the biggest round, number 208, has been worth 140.25 BNB, worth $77,000. It's pretty fun. As they say, you can check out pancakeswap.finance/prediction. We also have Swipe here, Swipe V2. So here's the summary and the biggest SXP burn in history. I just burned over 17% of the SXP supply, worth over $200 million at this time. Why? Well, if you're curious to know the reason, you can check them out on their blog here. Swipe V2 and largest SXP burn in history. This from yesterday, the 28th of April. Okay, it seems like every day I have a standing appointment in these videos with the latest all-time high, the latest price of Ethereum. That puts a smile on my face. I hope that keeps going forever. I hope every day we can report a new all-time high. Actually, no, I take that back, because if you check out the meme that we posted today on the Instagram account, there is a certain pain. Like when you're already behind a project, you know it's going to be a wild success. There is a certain pain that's associated with just like steady, daily, consistent, perpetual growth and momentum and price appreciation, because you say to yourself, geez, like it'd be nice if it could just pull back like substantially for a day and I'd have a bit of a position that I could enter into. Ethereum is not even giving us that chance right now. It's being too successful over the course of these last few days. But if it does dip, not financial advice. However, you guys know what I will be doing. I will be buying the dip aggressively the next time Ethereum dips. So I find myself almost like rooting for that opportunity. Sometimes I feel that way. Let me know if you guys likewise have those sentiments sometimes. Right now, at the time of this recording, Ethereum is actually down a little bit versus where it was maybe an hour ago, $2,769. That's still up 2.8% on the day. And as you guys will see here with the official CoinGecko metrics, the new all-time high was set actually about 36 minutes ago, just under $2,800. So $2,797.23. Yesterday, I was joking about how $2,700 is imminent. Today, fast forward 24 hours, it seems like $2,800 is imminent. But, to a certain extent, price is arbitrary. The price of any given asset, it kind of all depends on the circulating supply and the total supply, which at the moment for Ethereum is kind of nebulous. It's not yet something that has a traditionally fixed or capped supply. I think that'll change. And then once it does, of course, there's all this talk that effectively Ethereum will become a deflationary asset, which is something that personally I'm rooting for. But here's what is important in my opinion. Regardless of a token's price, which as I just described can be arbitrary for the most part, here's what's important: total market cap of the project. And if you've never used this site, it's a great one, companiesmarketcap.com. You'll see that all of the major, well, in this case, I have commodities selected, but the major companies of the world ranked against things like commodities, against different indices. You can kind of tailor this to your own specifications. But gold, as you can see here, $11.2 trillion is at the top of the list. Apple is a $2.295 trillion company. Bitcoin right now currently behind silver at just over $1 trillion, actually. It's not much over $1 trillion, but $1.010 trillion total market cap of gold. Going down the list here, you have some other precious metals such as palladium and obviously some of the biggest companies in the world, many household names here that you'll likely recognize. What's impressive to me is that Ethereum is now entering into this discussion. And as you can see here with Ethereum, it's now ahead of a couple of, I would say, big names in the space. So Ethereum now at number 32. And this is across, I was going to say all companies, but not even. This is across the biggest companies and the biggest asset classes in the world. So Ethereum, if you take away the palladium and the gold, Ethereum is effectively in the top 30 global companies, or the equivalent of them, by market cap. Now $320.87 billion total market cap for Ethereum. That puts it ahead of PayPal at number 33, and more importantly, ahead of the entire platinum industry, which is measured at, well, not at only, but it's measured at $303.52 billion. So just Ethereum, that ecosystem, which is growing in leaps and bounds, but right now $320.87 billion, which means it's about 6 or 7% larger than the entirety of the platinum industry. Not too bad. And I think a lot of people are saying it, even if the price of Ethereum and the market cap of Ethereum itself doesn't necessarily surpass that of Bitcoin, although that is possible. I think the value of the network that's going to be on Ethereum is going to vastly, exponentially exceed the market cap value of Bitcoin. And that's probably being conservative. I think there is a chance that once, a few years down the line, once Ethereum and DeFi are really coming into their own, who knows, the price of Ethereum, not the price, but the market cap of Ethereum could well exceed the market cap of Bitcoin. It's hypothetically possible. And I have a bias, of course, because I'm a little bit more of an Ethereum bull than I am a Bitcoin bull, but I do think that's possible. I must concede. Let me know in the comments below if you think that is realistic, guys. But let's revisit now one of our favorites here, Polygon, slipping ever so slightly, but still in all-time high territory right now, 87.89 cents. That is up over 22% on the day. Market cap over $5.4 billion right now, basically doubling over the course of just a few days here. Very, very, very impressive performance for Polygon. And again, 22% on any given day is impressive, but what to me is astounding is the fact that Polygon is defying this regression to the mean. And if you're not familiar with that expression, it just means that things kind of revert to the average. So if you see a sudden spike in something, in an asset or a commodity or a crypto, chances are it'll come up high and then kind of stabilize and maybe drop off a little bit. And it'll regress towards the mean, towards the average. Polygon now, for the third day in a row, double-digit gains. I mentioned like 30, 35%, then again 35, 40%, again 22%. To me, it's just defying the laws of statistics in a very impressive way. We're going to get to their primary DEX, which is doing even better in just a second, quick. But right now, Polygon officially is down 1% from its all-time high, which was set only 14 minutes ago at 89.99 cents. 89.95 cents. So all of a sudden, we're within, a stone's throw of $1 for Polygon, which I, in all seriousness, assumed that, well, it's a few weeks away. I think on Monday or Tuesday, I said, yeah, I could see Polygon hitting $1 in a few weeks. It's a few days away at this point, possibly a few hours away. It kind of all depends on the rest of the crypto market, right? If altcoins continue to surge, if the momentum kind of returns and the positivity and the enthusiasm is on Polygon's side, then I feel like $1 is imminent. Let me know in the comments below, guys, when you think MATIC is going to be hitting $1. I feel like we'll be talking about that very, very, very soon in a new video update. There's lots happening behind the scenes for Polygon that's also helping it along. For example, here, CoinDesk reporting that 0x Polygon, ticker MATIC, has launched a $100 million fund aimed at making DeFi more accessible to end users. You guys can check out the details of that fund here. The Ethereum scaling project says its DeFi for all, hashtag DeFi for all fund aims to onboard, quote, the next million users to decentralized finance. Awesome. And then you have their primary, Polygon's primary decentralized exchange, DEX QuickSwap. And the numbers behind QuickSwap are arguably even more impressive, up about the same today in terms of daily gains, now 19.9% up on the day. Ticker is Quick, QUICK, $978 with an all-time high that was set just moments ago. 24 minutes ago, $986, so we're just below that currently. But, that doesn't quite do it justice to talk about this project quick and say, yeah, it's up 20% on the day. Taking a look, just whatever snapshot you want, but let's take a look at the last 30 days for reference here. You can see that earlier in April, this was a project valued in the $150 or so range. Meteoric growth lately as a result of Polygon's success. Anything that's a derivative of anything else, is going to achieve success when its progenitor also achieves success. Of course, we haven't covered much of QuickSwap, but if you'd like to learn more about it, you can check out this piece here on Cointelegraph.com. QuickSwap gains 420%, this from yesterday, as Polygon's MATIC L2 network attracts new liquidity. So low fees and high yield opportunities briefly pushed Quick price above the $1,000 mark as the Polygon-based Layer 2 solution sees adoption for new blockchain projects. Okay, moving right along, we have DAFI that is in the news today. Did somebody say REEF at DAFI Protocol here? We're excited to announce our partnership with REEF Finance to create DREEF rewards for their new staking program, rewarding long-term users within the REEF ecosystem. REEF DeFi, it's on. Switch to DAFI. We know a lot of you guys out there are warming up to DAFI. We know a lot of you members of the Altcoin Buzz army are big fans of REEF, so this seems like a great partnership, and kudos and congratulations to both parties involved here on DAFIprotocol.medium.com. DAFI Protocol and REEF Finance partnered to create synthetic DREEF tokens for network adoption. Moving right along here, we have Bitcoin Vend app. BCVT token holders will be able to stake their tokens and earn 6% rewards for a 180-day lock as of the end of May and early June. Hashtag staking is a great way to get tokens off the market and get extra benefits for a long-term hodl. You can find out more about this initiative here on bitcoinvendapp.medium.com. Singularity DAO is in the news. Their airdrop is underway. 5 million SDAO tokens will be distributed to the community over the next few months. Did you miss your first entry? Well, check out our blog for more info. That's medium.com/SingularityDAO, or join our Telegram group, which is right here. We'll also link to this in the description below if you're interested. Singularity DAO, DeFi meets decentralized artificial intelligence and smart liquidity across the crypto universe. Read more about the initiative here. Singularity DAO new airdrop mechanic. And finally for today, guys, we talked about blind boxes these last few days. Actually, they're on a roll in terms of their partnerships. We're going to be covering them again in an upcoming video, a video along the lines of projects, altcoin gems, if you will, that we're interested in, that we feel have major upside potential for the month of May and early summer. So stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, blind boxes at blindboxes_IO, blind boxes times BakerySwap. We're pleased to announce a partnership with BakerySwap, the all-in-one DeFi platform built on BSC, Binance Smart Chain. You can mint BEP721 NFTs, non-fungible tokens, on Bake and import them into a curated BLES collection. That's great news for blind boxes, quickly becoming a favorite of ours over at Altcoin Buzz.io. We alerted you to them, it must have been a couple months ago now, in our 100 times moonshots video. And so far, they have not disappointed. They've been growing steadily. They've had a lot of major announcements, not the least of which is this one. This is a big partnership. As we saw earlier in the video, BakerySwap at the top of the trending projects today on CoinGecko.com. So kudos to Blind Boxes, kudos to BakerySwap. Read more about it here on blindboxes.medium.com. Blind Boxes announces strategic partnership with BakerySwap. Well, members of the Altcoin Buzz army, as ever, there is a lot happening in the cryptocurrency space. My recommendation, it's by no means mandatory, but I would suggest that you guys follow us on all the regular social media channels and stay up to date with all the latest on altcoinbuzz.io. That is our website. Best of luck if you choose to invest, although, as you guys know, none of this is financial advice. Not the videos, not the articles, not the price prediction pieces. We do not offer financial or investment advice, but I genuinely wish you all the very best of luck if you do choose to invest. I hope you enrich yourself. I hope you change your life. And I hope you spread the good word of blockchain and distributed ledger technology. And I hope you're an apostle in this space. I hope you can evangelize the message and continue right now what is really becoming, I think, the mainstreaming of the space that we find ourselves in, cryptocurrency. It's much more than money. It's much more than that enriching process, although that's nice. That's a nice byproduct of it. But, you know, to me, maybe this is a separate video. I shouldn't get into it here at the tail end of this one. But, you know, cryptocurrency and Ethereum and Bitcoin and blockchain, it's much more than just about making money on the exchanges out there. Maybe on that note, I'll ask you guys, what do you do this for? What's your end goal? How do you see the future? How do you think that cryptocurrency and blockchain are going to shape it for the better? Let me know about that, guys, in the comments below. But genuinely and sincerely, I wish you all the very best of luck if you choose to invest. Have a wonderful Thursday, members of the Altcoin Buzz army. Stay safe. That's first and foremost. And as always, we hope to see you again soon in our next video. Take care.